in two places. So today is day 5 in the boredom challenge. So if you want to know more about it, it's in the Facebook group. So if you're not in my Facebook group and you're on YouTube, jump in my Facebook group. The link's in the comments. And if you're on Facebook, you can find the guide. The challenge will be in the guide section of the group. It can be done anytime, anytime you want. And if you are not subscribed to the YouTube channel, then make sure to go on to YouTube and search for Tanya Milano, parent coach, and subscribe and like the videos so that they get shared with more people. I'm determined to show that emotions are normal in families. So that's what I'm all about. And this week is about how do we sit with boredom, right? Sometimes that brings up lots of emotions. And emotions are okay. Boredom is okay. But how do we really sit with that within ourselves and then kind of support our children in what to do with their boredom? Okay, so I'm a thinker and a dreamer, and I enjoy boredom. A lot of my great ideas come from that time, on vacation or whatever. And also just noticing what other people need in my coaching. Other parents express that they they're just really annoyed with the kids complaining and whining after, days of summer break and mom bending over backwards trying to make it fun and bring them places. And so some of the activities I've developed through the 5 days are there to hopefully set the stage for some interactive play if your kids are younger, and then also if your kids are a little bit older, set them up for just being able to build some family bonding and some mindset shifts in the family. So today's theme is about connection, and I'm choosing to talk about hugs, the importance of hugs. And there's an article in the daily activities that you can read about the importance of hugs. I'm choosing to, I'm going to share 4, I think I put 4 reasons that hugs are important today. So let's talk about that. And also they're free, so we should be, spreading more hugs. There's science behind why hugs are good for the body and good for the mind. It's a brain chemistry thing. So I'm just going to read my notes here. Oh, it says a 20-second hug is important to get the brain chemicals going. So number 1 of why they're important is they help a child grow. They're important to physical growth. The hormone, the love hormone, oxytocin, is really what gets stimulated in the body. And when I was a new mom, reading about breastfeeding and reading about attachment parenting and skin to skin contact, making my birthing plan, you read a lot about oxytocin and how important it is to the baby and the mom bonding. And it's important to the growth of the baby's mind and its body. So that is not just pertinent to when they're babies. They're also getting the sensory input. So it's regulating their whole body because they're getting the sensory input. That doesn't stop after you move into toddlerhood. You still need that. And dare I say, we even need it as adults. Because number 2 is hugs keep us healthy. So that oxytocin, we can stimulate that at any time in our life. And the oxytocin strengthens our immune system. So if you're not getting enough hugs in your life, you need to figure out how to get some. Even if I have a video in my guide section called the self-care hug. You can give yourself a hug and stimulate some of these hormones. So if you're living alone right now, and you just don't have someone to hug, maybe you have an animal that also releases the same hormone. So it strengthens your immune system. It actually heals wounds faster, the oxytocin. And one of the most important things is it reduces inflammation in your body. So get more hugs, everybody. Okay, number 3, hugs help emotional regulation. So I said at the beginning of the video, one of my goals is to normalize emotions, all emotions in the family, even anger. It was not normalized in my family. We had a lot of chaos and anger. It wasn't dealt with. Like, some families don't show any of it, right? And that's one way of not letting it come in. My family showed it all, but we did not regulate. So being able to have your emotions and regulate through them, and hugs are so important for that. We are not rewarding our kids or giving in to our kids if we're hugging them when they're upset. They have every right to be upset, just like we do as adults. We have emotions, we get upset, we learn to regulate our system as adults, and then we move on. Kids are learning how to do that. And if we can help co-regulate with them by hugging them, isn't that amazing? Wouldn't you have wanted that when you're upset as a child or even as an adult and you're really, really upset? Wouldn't you like a hug to just calm your nervous system? So when we are in a tantrum, or when you are in a tantrum or your kids are in a tantrum, cortisol levels are increasing. That's the stress hormone. And so if we can just start to release that stress in a kind, loving way, it just helps our kids learn that conflict can be managed, right? And they can move on from it in a calm way. And they've been able to feel it in whatever way they needed to feel it. So last one, number 4, hugs make us happy. Hopefully hugs make you happy. I know sometimes, you have to be, there's like other reasons why hugging can be uncomfortable for you. I pushed it away a long time, and a lot of childhood trauma comes out. Someone enters my bubble when I'm not prepared. I have this bubble, right? Like, I need to come into that loving feeling, and I love cuddling. Hugs build trust and bonding with your family members. It builds self-esteem with your kids. They need that loving affection. And then last, I just want to say, like, there's a lot going on with teaching about body autonomy right now, and that really we should be asking kids if they want a hug. You can decide how comfortable that is in your family. My daughter, when she's really upset, the last thing she wants is a hug. But then I always say, I'm ready when you want a hug. And she comes when she's calmed down. So, and we're huggers in our family. So when Taylor and I started teaching we started preschool together. I was teaching, she was coming with me. She met her best friend. They're still friends. She ran up to her, didn't know her, just big bear hug. And her friend Grace was like, really, I could tell she was really uncomfortable with that. And I have to teach my kids to ask first before they hug people, right? That's my job. But she Yeah, she just loved to hug everybody. My kids, like, hug everybody, and it's really respectful to be able to ask people first, and I think that kids deserve the same respect. "Can I give you a hug?" I always ask that to my students if I'm wanting a hug or we're ending class or whatever it is. "Can I give you a hug?" If I see them out in public, "Oh, can I give you a hug?" It's their body, so they deserve that respect. Okay, so if you find it hard to give yourself love and compassion in those moments when your kids are upset, I get it. Like, I need to pause. I need to calm myself down. I need to give myself loving kindness for, their emotion upsets me. My group parent coaching is all about helping support that in you. How do we support ourselves when our kids are so emotionally dysregulated? So if you finished this challenge or you're watching this video on YouTube, the links in the comments for group coaching. Everybody that's in my group gets can use the coupon code new member, so you can get a month of coaching half off. So that's really exciting. I love being able to support other moms or dads if you want to join in. I'm a mom, so I'm talking to moms a lot, but dads are more than welcome. And we work through a lot of these triggers in the parent coaching. And we help ourselves regulate so that we can show up best for our children. So I hope you've enjoyed this challenge. And I will see you really soon. Bye.